What is going on, lads? What's the crack? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We're going to be checking out the brand new Showtime National Guardians, Fortress Rudiger, Aerial Fort Araujo, and Visionary Pass Mac Allister. So obviously the big two picks here are Rudiger and of course Araujo. Araujo has been long kind of like revered with people as the best centre back in the game or left back in the game. But we're going to start with Mac Allister. Huge shout out to SA Gaming as well for the donation on the stream. We did spin and I'll show you my pick at the end of this as well. When we take a look here at Mac Allister, lads, right, he has got some pretty decent stats and skills. I think the weak point of him is that this area of the pitch and this position and this playstyle is just so competitive. But that's the build that we have for him there, and that's his build that we have that we're going to probably, get if we do actually get him going forward. Up next, we have Rudiger. Rudiger goes to 103 overall, and again, you hit that holy beautiful tripod of stats: 90 plus accelerate or speed, 90 physical contact, and then 490 pluses with the defense stat, right? Now, obviously, we haven't given him, this is OC's build here, we haven't given him with that a double booster, but the second booster that I would give him here with this build, 8 into dex, 6 lower body, 8 aerial strength, 11 defending, and 3 into goalkeeper. This is going to be dependent on the booster that you give him. He does start with this, and we give him shutdown +1 as the second booster. And of course, it's going to be dependent on what manager that you use as well. So there'll be a speed or acceleration difference, or if you're using Gasparini, it'll be for physical contact. But his stats are insane, man. Really, really solid card. 90 plus speed, jump, physical contact with this build. This is probably the preferred build I would go for because he's just literally a meta CB. But it's all about Araujo. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, lads, right? This is my first Araujo card that I've had. I've played a couple of games with him on the stream yesterday. He's beastly. He is beastly. But my biggest thing with these cards, when you look at these stats, right? We're just after looking at Rudiger there. We've given him physicality. This was a random booster. I would definitely probably give him shutdown on this, just to kind of bring up his defense a little bit more. But we have trained him as a left back in the DMF. This is the build that I'm going to show you here, right? My biggest problem with the cards at the moment, it's kind of a first world problem, is that like when we do our tier list here, we did have Araujo in the kind of third or fourth position. You'll see he's right beside the new Paolo Maldini. And if you look at Maldini versus Araujo, right, obviously one is a destroyer, one is a defensive fullback, but similar in height, weight. Maldini is just so silky on the ball. His dribbling, his passing, everything's better. From a pure defensive standpoint, man, this is what they compare to be, right? I'm not going to waste time and get into the itty-gritty about leg length and schlong length and all this sort of stuff, right? At the end of the day, man, the defenders are so overpowered at the moment. Pick a defender that is doing it for you and don't worry about the stats. Once they hit certain thresholds of 90 plus in the main stats, as you see here, and once you have a defender that's going to be 100 overall plus, there's a couple of others that you could use as well. But, Mosquera is even one there as well. The new Bastoni, very, very usable. But once you have a defender that's able to go, 90 speed and 95 plus on all defensive stats, you pretty much have an endgame level player. So don't worry about it too much. But that's how he stacks up there. I do obviously think as well that, when we are looking at the tier list there, this new card is probably going to overwrite this old Araujo card. Some people are still saying that the older Araujo card is a beast and he is still the daddy of the cards. But let me know if you guys have him, what the comparison is like. That comparison with Maldini, I think, is fairly accurate. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. I will be back later and we're going to be talking about some of the issues I have with eFootball at the moment. So let me know in the comments below if you have anything to add to that video and we'll get into it. Peace.